man, at times we felt like a hypocrite, man. I was brushing my teeth and I felt led in my spirit to share this. Man, this morning I had a rough morning, waking up in the morning and, some people are not morning persons, and one thing that crossed my mind was remembering like where my niece told me one day. My niece actually told me this because I was asking her questions, and she was like, "Hold on, I barely woke up. It takes me a while to 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 know what's going on because you're barely waking up, And for some reason, like she popped in my brain and like you're barely waking up, you're barely like trying to do everything. There's a lot of things going on in your mind and your brain, especially for me, for my condition, right? And I asked Jesus, like, how come I still deal with morning issues? You know what I mean? Like, I give everything to you, Lord. And he said, and I just felt in my spirit that he said, just to know that you need to rely on me more, and you need to rely on my worship and relying on the Word of God. And I came back in my room and I got on my knees and I told God, like, man, I don't even want to get up and I didn't want to go do my things today, man. And and the Lord was like, no, man, go cry out in the shower. So there's times where like I cry out to God, things that I go through. I don't want people to see it, but the Lord sees everything. I don't know about you. I don't know if this message is going to relate to you, but today I had a rough day, man. And I felt that in my spirit, like, to like when I wake up in the morning, like don't respond to certain things, you know what I mean? And that's my action. Those are my fault. I can't blame God for that because God doesn't have nothing to do with my flesh. It's me that I need to work on. And sometimes, man, you just have to um, be quiet, man, in certain things, and not because you're better than anybody, just that you're barely waking up, your brain is barely waking up. You know what I mean? So, that's one thing that I did learn from my niece, man. My niece told me that. She was like, that's just in the future because, in reality, man, we all wake up in a bad mood on the side of the bed, but we have to control our anger, But at times people be like, oh, we're hypocrites. Of course everybody's a hypocrite, including myself. But I want to tell you this, that God give you that strength, that God will give you courage on this Wednesday, man. And I'm admitting it to all y'all. I make mistakes, man.